Ever get bored of taking the same old boring photographs? You look through your photos and you see the same old compositions and boring photography that just doesn't give you any inspiration.
Boring?
Yeah, me too. So I've headed out into my local area to try and capture some nice high contrast photography, a lot of shadow and highlights. See how we get on today with this little challenge. Yeah, so I managed to get a couple of shots kind of aiming this way because there's some really good contrast here. So I've just been casually shooting some flying birds in this area just because they caught my attention. You can see them just flying around here. Must be feeding time or something, but yeah, trying to capture a few of them, just see if I can get something. I have just lost the light at the minute, but that's not going to kind of stop me from shooting really. It just means I'm going to have to shoot things that I notice have got a little bit more contrast in them and then shoot them a little bit darker on camera just to still get the contrast in. But ideally I'm looking for hard shadows and lines to be able to shoot that. But yeah, with the sun kind of going behind the cloud at the minute, I'm just going to be looking for little bits and pieces that I can find. So I think I've just spotted something behind me here. Yeah, just a little subject that was behind me there. Obviously, that is the main point of doing little things like this, like little challenges, because you wouldn't normally typically look up and shoot that so close, but I obviously am doing that because I'm doing this little challenge. So it's just a really good reason for doing these little mini challenges for yourself if you're looking to improve your photography. See what I can make of the Minster. Yeah, so I feel like I'm losing the light quite a bit now, but hopefully you've enjoyed those shots. You can see the faintest bit of light on the top of the Minster there behind me. And you can see there's a little bit of soft light on the Minster, which does look quite nice, but it's just probably not contrasty enough really. See what else we can find from a more harsh shadows point of view, but I am very quickly running out of light now. So not long to try and capture a few more. Okay, so I have managed to get up a little bit higher and the sun has reappeared, which is good news. And it's worth saying that I'm just shooting at normal settings really, you know, f8, f9 with around 160 to 200 ISO, just because the light's good, nothing too different to normal really, just about composition and just trying to find some nice interesting frames. Yeah, so there's some really good light as well, you can just see quite nice with the April daffodils. Always makes for a nice kind of colourful shot. You've got the new spring feel coming through, but there's a lovely little bit of light on there, so I thought it was worth taking that one. Obviously couldn't resist taking this shot of the Minster as well. It's in absolutely beautiful light at the minute. Yeah, 60th of a second, f8, ISO 160. So, like I say, nothing too different really than normal. Now, what I'm also going to do, this is the reason for bringing the tripod, is I am going to shoot this scene with a filter to try and kind of slow down the shutter speed and hopefully capture some of the lights now coming through from the traffic at the bottom there. So just to explain what I'm doing here, so I've obviously got the camera on the tripod just so I've got that stability, and I have just changed my ND filter to an ND8, which is a darker one, because I need to actually slow the shutter speed down. So I'm just going to quickly shoot this one, and it's on a 2-second timer, but now that is shooting around 4 seconds. So I've managed to get a bit more darkness into the camera, because that's what you need. You need to slow the shutter speed down. And I'm now getting the light trails off the vehicles down there. So I just don't want any kind of movement on that camera to get me some nice kind of trails at the bottom here and still capture what I'm after in good detail. But it's all really about the light overall. So this is now an f/22 at 4 seconds shutter and ISO 100. You often have to just, well, bring everything down as much as possible so that you've got a slow shutter speed. Otherwise you won't have enough time for the lens to be capturing the light. And I'm just going to get this again because the traffic's just started. So I'm hopefully going to capture these down there. So we'll see how that one's turned out. Yeah, that's pretty good in there actually as well. So that's a good way around just trying to experiment a little bit more actually with different camera settings. That's a completely different setup to what I've been shooting most of the afternoon. But because I've got the tripod, I can actually do that and just slow everything down in terms of the the kind of the lens capturing a really slow shutter speed. Just trying to get these light kind of sources from the car that gives you a really good kind of interesting shot. So yeah, kind of like experimenting with different things, but you do need a good setup to do it with that's going to be worth shooting, and I think that one definitely was. So I might just try another one as well. So I'm just trying a different angle now. I'm a little bit further down the bar walls and managed to get a landscape shot in as well. So I'm going to give this one a go. But I do actually have a longer timer now, so it's giving me a really good trail on the lights there, which is nicer, but less light on the Minster at the back, but I can actually get a lot more longer exposure in. So this might actually make for a slightly better shot. It's nice to get a landscape equivalent as well, so I've got portrait and landscape shots of this. But as I say, the Minster's just not quite lit as well as it was, 5-10 minutes ago. But it's nice to get the landscape frame in and just have a longer exposure, just to try and capture a little bit more light. So I've just moved that a little bit closer now. Now it's got a little bit quieter with people walking past. I've moved the tripod to a good position, so I've got a nice landscape. It's around 30 seconds now. So you can see here, really nice kind of trails going on, which is exactly what I want. So it's turned out quite nicely now. Yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed that video. It was something a little bit different in terms of just testing out some different photography styles, different way to kind of shoot your photography and play around with different settings, and hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in a video again pretty soon. If you've enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up and see you in the next one soon. Cheers.